My name is Ade Williams. I'm an NHS pharmacist and I'm a friend and admirer of the RHS. This is because by telling and collating and championing the stories of individuals who, through selfless endeavor, remind us that our humanity is at its best when we put ourselves out to help in situations that for many of us we would never imagine being in, and yet instinctively we respond with great courage. Here is a story of great bravery from 1814, which the Royal Humane Society recognized with a silver medal. To set the wider context, this was the year that Napoleon Bonaparte had abdicated, ending the war with France. Lives across Europe were being rebuilt again after what had been the horrid experiences of war. This particular story takes us on a Friday on the 24th of June, 1814. A case of resuscitation from the effects of smoke occurred at the house of the Reverend Thomas Knox at Tonbridge in Kent. A well digger employed in deepening an old well in order to correct the noxious gas with which he thought the well might be impregnated, without the knowledge of any of the family living there, threw down a quantity of ignited straw, and before the smoke had evaporated, impudently descended into it. Scarcely 10 minutes had elapsed when it was discovered by his not answering some inquiries addressed to him that he was speechless. The alarm was instantly given by some workmen who were at the top of the well, none of whom, however, though in the habit of making wells, thought proper to go down to his assistance. Immediately upon hearing of what had happened, Thomas Harris, coachman to the Reverend Thomas Knox, regardless of his own safety and in his zeal to save a fellow creature, omitting the precaution of being himself secured to the rope, went down to the well digger's relief. It was some length of time before he could discover the object of his humane exertions, owing to the impossibility of keeping a candle alight in the condensed cloud of smoke. He at length found him lying on his face, perfectly motionless. By an extraordinary exertion of strength and with the assistance of a halter which had been thrown down for the purpose, he succeeded in fastening him to the rope and likewise himself, upon which the men at the top of the well then attempted to bring both men up. When at the top of the well, and before the well digger could be released from the bucket, Thomas Harris sunk apparently lifeless from the effects of the smoke. Mr. Knox had in the meantime brought the surgeon, Mr. Leeson Prince, under whose skillful direction and the persevering and zealous efforts of the servants and workmen about the premises, the two men, after the lapse of more than an hour, were happily restored to life. The men were both taken into an open yard and exposed to a very fresh breeze, which was fortunately blowing. This, together with the application of warm flannels, continued rubbing of the whole body gently by the hand, stimuli of the larynx and the stomach, such as Madeira and brandy, eventually restored both the patients. Arten, the well digger, when released from the bucket, appeared like a corpse, the eyes fixed, The features of the face sunk, the lower jaw fallen, and the extremities perfectly cold. His pulse became just perceptible after he had been released from the well about 5 minutes. To the above particulars, we, the undersigned, we are who were present when Artin and Thomas Artin were drawn up, bear testimony, and also to the zeal, humanity displayed by the latter, whose first inquiry upon his restoration was, how is poor Hatton? Thomas Knox, Listen Prince, William Thompson, Minister, William Shepherd. By the assistance of the two latter gentlemen, who were at Mr. Knox's at the time, the coachman was saved from falling in the well. Signed, T. Knox. Thank you for listening to this story. It is just one of thousands. We are encouraging people to become one of our governors. For just £100 in 2024, you'll be invited to attend a variety of society events, such as our annual General Court, where we see awardees receive their medals and hear their amazing stories. You will also get a 250th anniversary certificate and an invitation to special celebration at St. Paul's Cathedral in September. If you'd like to find out more about the society and its work, do visit our website. Thank you for supporting us in any way you can in our 250th year.